Hey, what to do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having just a great day. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I love the days that I get to work on this fence. I'm actually gonna be kind of sad once it's done because I think this is such a cool project. But today what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be adjusting the string line. We're gonna be cutting the tops of the poles to the lengths that they need to be. And I haven't 100% decided how I wanna cut the top rails because right now the string kind of like follows the contour of the road, which kind of does that. But my property is pretty straight. So I'm trying to decide if I wanna like mix it between the two or just do like a completely straight line. I do have some other exciting news. My 3-inch valves finally showed up. I don't think I'm gonna get to that in today's video, but I am excited that they're here because that means I can install the 3-inch water cannons. So another thing that's gonna make its way into this video, and it's probably like the last thing that I need, it's another project. We have an old bucket truck back in the boneyard that I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. I'm gonna bring it over to the shop, gonna put some air in the tires. They're gonna try and breathe some life into it. My buddy Jason's probably gonna come over and try and help me figure out what's wrong with it. So the main reason I need to get that thing up and going is because I don't feel like running a boom lift, because I'm gonna start building the beam, the truss, the archway. I don't know what to call it yet, but on the entryway we have those 2 massive pillars or posts, and the reason I have to build that first is because I can't hang the gates from them yet, because if I hang like a 1,000-pound gate from one of the posts, it's just gonna like bring it over. So I need to get that built. So that's probably gonna make its way in today's video. There might be some other stuff in this video, I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go down jumping into it and let's roll.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law, hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night, try to catch me howling at the moon.
So the first thing that I need to do, I need to go ahead and adjust this string line to the heights that I want, and then we'll go ahead and mark them out. And then once that's done, this guy, this is like the coolest tool in the world. I did a little video on these things back when I first started the fence. These are like the coolest templates. They save a ton of time. They make marking the pipes out way easier. I just bought them off of Amazon. I'll put a link down below if you guys want to check them out, but super love them, highly recommend them. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these things marked out, and hopefully we can get all these things cut.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on the what?
Well, that could have been bad. I left my GoPro right up here on the top of the pickup bed and started driving off, but luckily it didn't fall off. All right, so I ended up kind of going in between the two. I didn't like exactly follow the contour of the road because there's a pretty big hump right here, and I didn't go like flat like this area is over here, but if you look down the line, you might be able to tell it does do a little bit of this, just a little bit. So it's gonna be a little bit on the time-consuming side. There are a ton of posts. I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down on the world's most expensive GoPro mount and get these things cut.
You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Checks big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate, we ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide, you ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it.
All right, well that about does it for the cutting portion of this video. 37 fence posts cut. Well, I gotta run over to my father-in-law's house real quick. He's got the welder, and then once I get back, I'll go ahead and start setting the top rail. I don't know if that's gonna happen today, actually. I think we're gonna take off and go do some family stuff, but I'll probably be back at it in the morning. So until then, I'll see you guys later. So while this thing's warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys up to the bucket truck, which is like just over that way. We're gonna go see what's wrong with it. I haven't really looked at this thing in probably the better part of like 4 or 5 years. I don't even know if it has a battery in it, so let's go ahead and go up there and check this thing out. All right, well here she is. She's nothing fancy. It's just an old Ford Super Duty. Looks like the front tire's holding some air. The back tires, well, not so much. That one's pretty flat. I don't know, I can't really, yeah, I think they're both pretty flat. Also flat super duper flat. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Let's pop the old hood. Oh, oh man, this thing is poor truck. Come on now. Oh, dang it. That is some brittle plastic. Now I've already looked underneath the hood and I know what's under there, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this just turned into a much larger project than I initially thought it was gonna be. All right, let's see how many animals are hanging on here. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. See this beautiful little nest right here? This is pretty much what happens when you leave a truck in the middle of a field in the weeds and leave it alone for, I don't know, 6-7 years. You get something like this. But at least we got a battery. I doubt it's any good. I'm not even gonna attempt to start this right now, but I am gonna try and get all the tires aired up. And then from there, maybe drag it down to the shop. I'm not sure yet, but this is going to take a lot of work to get clean. There's probably some vacuum leaks in there. So it's a little rough around the edges, but it's a pretty cool truck. It's got the 460, it's got a 5-speed manual. It could probably use a little touch up, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working up on the front of the fence because I actually got a bunch of stuff that I gotta get done before like 11 o'clock because I'm taking off stuff, but I gotta get cranking. So I'm gonna go work up on the fence first, and then after I'm done with that, we're gonna come back down and try and drag this thing down to the shop. So long story short, I did not feel like loading that generator into the back of this truck, so we're gonna be taking the 210, and also, my truck's a disaster. Hopefully at some point I get to clean it out today. So basically what I need to do is build a big archway, truss, beam. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but basically what that's gonna do is once you hang a gate here and a gate here, it's gonna make the two poles lean against each other. So they're not gonna be able to like actually tilt because they'll have opposing force from this side and opposing force from that side. So that's why I need to get that bucket truck working, is because this is probably gonna take me a bunch of time. And if I were to rent a boom lift, honestly, it'd probably be out here like 3 or 4 weeks. And I don't feel like paying a small fortune for that. So I'm gonna try and get the bucket truck up and working so I can just use it kind of at my leisure. And whenever I get a minute or two, I'll be able to go up there and work on that thing. So that's why I'm gonna get it up and working, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this top rail again. All right, let's go ahead and get this old cat generator pulled out, see if it starts up. It's been sitting for a while. Put some gas in it. Hopefully it's enough. All right, hopefully the battery's not dead. Probably is. Oh, come on, girl. Wait. Woo. Come on, girl. I'm gonna go ahead and get another time lapse started. We're gonna go ahead and get the camera set down right here and get to work. So the channel locks didn't quite cut. It had to come down to the shop. Needed a little bit of extra persuasion. I think. Yeah, it's going through. All right, well, I'm not sure where the time lapse died, but we did make it to the end. Now these are just tacked in place, and I'm not 100% sure where I want to end this, but it's definitely not in the middle of the driveway. So I think we're gonna go ahead and zap it. I don't know, what do you think, Mike? About right here?
Yeah, we're in this. You put another pole in. I don't know where you're putting another pole in.
Well, I think I want to do another 45, so I might end up cutting it right here, but I don't know for sure yet.
Just for wider?
Yeah, just in case I got to come in here with like a big trailer, but it's gonna whack it right here. I need to be like a foot taller. Dang, that's pretty close. Not bad. Yeah, let's line up. Not too bad if I say so myself.
Yeah. So you get good at that.
Dang.
Let me knock that side out. Hold this. It's right there.
Okay. Let it drop down. Another 1/4 inch?
Yeah. Just pick them up. I don't know.
You just want, can we back your truck up and throw them in there?
Yeah.
So we're about to call it a day on the fence. I got to get going in just a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and throw the bottles in the back of Mike's truck, take them down to the shop, unload them, and then I got a boogie. But I'll be back to pull that Ford up to the shop probably tomorrow morning, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get the old Peterbilt fired up so we can go put some air in that Ford's tires. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of cold this morning, and I didn't really feel like getting out of bed. All right, well, this thing's warming up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the trailer so we can just drive the truck over to the Ford. course, it's gonna be down here on the very bottom. She's going, she's holding air. Woo-hoo. Well, I'd be lying right now if I said I wasn't impressed. Every single tire on the truck, with the exception of this one, was flat on the ground. But the other 5, they all held air, they all filled up. So next thing I gotta do is get this thing out of the way. I'm gonna bring the 299 up here. And I think that's what we're gonna move it with. Not 100% sure yet. This might get a little bit sketchy. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing going. Really only 2 ways that this can go. Either really smooth, no problems, or it could just end up being a huge disaster, because I'm not gonna have anyone sitting in here. Don't know where the key is, that's a problem. Well, shoot. That's not good. So, we're just gonna put this guy in neutral. So I'm basically gonna lift up this truck by the front, kind of guide it where to go, and hopefully we can get it down to the shop that way. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if we'll make it. Go. Oh, too low. There goes the oil pan. Oh, this thing's heavy. Holy smokes. Woo. Oh, there she goes. So far so good. I've been able to get it from over there to over here. I'm really wishing I could turn the steering wheel. It makes it not easy because I need to turn the truck that way now, and since I have to like get out and put it in park every time, it just isn't working out very well. So I'm gonna take a quick minute, try and find the keys. Oh, man, look at all this poo-poo. Oh, hey, probably should have checked there first. All right, let's see. Oh, we're in business. All right, well, I think that's about as far as I'm gonna get today. We did get the truck up here by the pressure washer so I can start to clean out that disaster of an engine bay. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws in this video because it's about to start raining and I'm cold. But thank you guys for watching. Be a huge solid like, subscribe, share this with your amigos. Hit that notification button down below so you guys can see progress, all the other random stuff we got going on. And if you guys wanna save a couple bucks on gas, don't forget about the upside link down below. And we'll see you guys next time. Later.